Okay. Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Big Breakfast Gaming. My name is Mike and we are on episode 16 or part 16 of our Assassin's Creed playthrough, where we are playing in hard mode. I'm just going to get on the roof because I felt like there was a mercenary coming. In fact, I'm just going to pause for a second. Right. I'm still not feeling well. Seems to be a bit of a head cold. So I am a bit sniffy and so on. Apologies for that in advance. So let's have another little recap. So last episode we travelled over here to Naxos, where we dealt with the Mirini side, well, not side quest, main storyline. We met up with Mummy Dearest, and we've agreed and arranged that we will be travelling to Laconia. I'm not sure exactly where we're supposed to go. Home sweet home. That'll be the one. We are going to eventually get to that point, but there is a side quest here that I want to get done as well. As we said, we're going to try and do as much of the side quest as possible. We were also given this quest over here, Family Legacy, and this is where we meet our father. We will be getting to that as well. And we really do want to do this one because that is the way to Atlantis. So we won't be able to do that, I don't think, until we've completed that storyline too. Also want to probably go to the arena and complete the arena battles soon as well. As well as Cretin Ball. Don't need to do that just yet. That's one of the Daughters of Artemis side missions. But we also want to go back to Attica, finish off all of the bits that are around here. There is a side quest over here waiting for us. And there's going to be some quests to do in Viodia as well. And we want to also explore the islands, but I don't want to do that just yet. So what we're going to do for the moment is we're going to do the writings on the wall. And then we may decide to travel into Lagonia and do something there. I don't think we're going to go into this mission yet. Then we'll hold off for a little while. Right, let's continue where we were. I think we've also got some... Do we have? Yeah, we got two here of the Ostraga that we need to do as well. So we'll get to those at some point. And we've got quite a few items on this side here that we want to sell and get rid of. Quite good items as well, quite pricey ones. So we'll sell them as well next time we go to a merchant. And we've got one artifact at the moment. Mercenary wise, we're still on tier S1. We're probably going to want to try and get further up, but we're still on level 57. So we want to be wary of that. We need to get our level up. Can I not get him from here? Okay, nice crit hit. Got us an instant kill. Alright, so let's head to this mission, maybe go to the message board as well. And just check for any outstanding bounties or contracts. I thought it was closer than that. Okay, got a good couple of bounties. And this contract, which is for the Orichalcum, actually, come to think about it, we are going to want to travel over to see Sargon, because we've got a new set of items, as it is again Tuesday. Alright, going to take on that mercenary first. Just conscious of the fact that there's a second mercenary. I don't want to risk him getting involved. Alright, that raised our bounty, but that's fine. Nice, level 58. Which means we can upgrade an ability. Okay. Don't want to bother with that one. Alright, most of those are good. We want to go charged heavy attack. Might be worth doing. Alright, so these are all the secondary items that we want to up. Well, I don't really want to with these. Alright, we'll go with charged heavy attack. Alright.
Blood or change. Finicus must choose.
This artist's work is everywhere. Their dislike is as clear as water.
Work of a coward. If they meant it, you'd have a sword to your throat right now.
You saw that crowd. Words are powerful. They're probably gossiping and plotting as we speak.
This rebel obviously wants attention. Someone should give it to them.
I had a similar thought. And I think that someone could be you.
Tell me
course
where
you
they
did.
are, and I'll put an end to this.
See the pigment of the paint. It's a rare color, and I only know one artist who chooses to use it. Last I heard, he lives in a cave at the Rutsuna waterfall.
Is the rest of this art as subtle?
More of the same. Death threats. The dust in Naxos must settle, or Finicus will be killed and replaced as Archon.
I know artists are sensitive, But something really made this one odd.
The city thinks war is coming, and they're not wrong. But they're certain that Finnegas is the one driving us toward disaster.
I'll stop them.
We cannot answer their threats with violence of our own. That will add more fuel to the fire.
If that's what you want.
It is what she wants. Finnegas wants to fight for the people, not against them. Just stop them making any more art.
If you consider this art.
Okay. So what do we do? Look out for the groups of people observing the graffiti. What can be learned from them?
This came from whatever wrote this message. I'll take it to the art merchant.
Alright, so there's supposed to be something nearby.
I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found these rock fragments near the graffiti. Do you recognize them?
That, my friend, is emery. Used for various artistic endeavors. Won't give the pottery as good of a shine in that state, though.
Emery. The rock. Is it found on Naxos?
It's mined from the Rotsuna waterfall.
Thank you. Eroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Probably not.
Χαίρετε και καλώς ήλθετε εις το μείζον πολιτήριον εδαφή. Ευώδη αρώματα εκ Κορίνθου και Κρήτης. Δωρε βοήε εκ Κυρίνης και εξ Αθηνών.
Doesn't seem to be anybody actually looking at the graffiti. Oh, great. Alright, where are you? May have to go and deal with him. Alright, I'll go deal with him and then come back. Well, that was easy enough. Oh, I'm using it wrong. I keep forgetting to switch back to my original wheel. Alright, so where were we? Somewhere around here there are some clues. Ah, there we go.
There's some hair stuck in the paint. Maybe from the brush the artist used. I better ask Agilos. I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found this hair stuck in the paint of the graffiti. Does it mean anything to you?
Many artists here on Naxos use wild animal hairs to form the bristles of their paintbrushes.
What animal is this hair from?
It's too long to be a deer. I've heard that some thrill seekers like to get hairs from the bears that live on the island. They're mad if you ask me, but artists are an unusual sort.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Eroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Again, not likely. Ah, here we are.
This color looks strange. I should ask the art merchant where the artist could have got it.
Didn't he already tell us that?
I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
This pigment is only used in the graffiti. Has anyone been buying this from you?
I do remember a man asking about this color now that you mention it.
Just him?
Yes, from what I remember. I didn't have any when he asked. He seemed impatient and asked if anyone else sold it.
Thank you.
Rosso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Nope. Alright. Rutsuna Waterfall, that's where we're gonna go. Come on, donkey.
There's that artist. Found you.
I swear I've been to this cave like 3 times already. Where is it? Oh. All right. All right, not here. Did I miss him? No, it's definitely inside. So it's an exploration area, which means I need to find some clues. Ah. Never noticed that before.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Who's I?
Finica sent me to find and stop the artist. You?
You're here to kill me.
That's up to you.
Please, Mistios. Finicas is a great leader. Tell her I said that. I'm just a hand, not a mind.
Then you're a gutless sheep. You write what you don't believe.
I didn't know it would go this far.
Tell me why you did it.
I was commissioned. A contract from soldiers. They have power. You try to find people like that.
I would. I'm not spineless.
Mistios, I'm a poor artist. The Archon promised Rachmi I've never dreamed of.
And look where it got you.
I'll stop now. I promise. Not another word.
If you don't, you'll make an easy kill.
No more graffiti. I promise. Here, my contract. See for yourself.
We're finished here.
You won't hear from me again.
Okay. Do I not have to kill the soldiers? Guess not. No, doesn't look like it. Well, that's a shame. I was a bit of a short and disappointing end. But there you go. Alright, let's go to Sargon. And have a look at what he's got for sale. Never know, maybe a nice little weapon. Can't do too long this time round, so it's going to be a short one. I didn't want to leave it for too long, but I do need to rest because I need to clear this head cold. Shall we sell what we have?
What can I show you?
Okay. 30,000, that's not bad for the standard tradable goods. As for the rest, we're not going to sell any of that. I don't need the money to begin with, but I do need the resources. So yeah, we'll leave that by. Anything to buy? Got some wood. Yeah, that's good. No. Nothing. Nope. Okay.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I will. Let's check with Sargon. But first, let's check. Here, one bounty, one contract, and another contract. Excellent.
Welcome back, Miss Dios. I'm always happy to see you.
I'd be happy to see you more if you agreed to accept Drachmi.
Sorry to disappoint, my friend, but I'm still only interested in orichalcum.
What do you do with that strange metal?
Its value is beyond compare. It's ancient and worth far more than mere drachmi. I'm just one of the few to realize this.
All right,
Awesome.
keep your secrets. Show me what you
It'd be
have.
nice to know what you could do with it, though. Really? Is that it? That's a little bit poor. I mean, that's not bad for an assassin build. All damage and crit damage. Do I want this? 100? I don't think I really want it. I feel like it would be a waste. Alright, inventory. 30% crit damage. No, I don't want to get rid of that. I prefer to keep that. Alright, so not much going on with Sargon today. A little bit disappointing. A legendary Phobos skin is all well and good, but it's not what I'm interested in. There is... oh my god, there's so many. He's a level 60, so a good 2 levels above me. But this should be enough. Oh, you're kidding me. And there's another one there. Ah, never ends. I mean, this one could be a level 60 as well. It seems like we're running out of lower levels. 58. No, we're good. I know you're on fire, but do you have to swear? Alright. Again, easy enough. Alright, we've got a Socrates trial. A Socratic mess. This is going to be one of the Lost Tales of Greece. Don't really want to do it yet. You know what we could do? I think we've got this. Is it this one? Yeah. We could head back here so that we can continue with that one. The skins, real talk, good to see you again, by the way. The skins are, there's various different ones, and mostly they are cosmetic, unless you count the ones that have wings. But I've already got the ones that have wings, so, you know, if they do have wings, you can jump off a cliff with the horse and it will not die. It will hover down a little, and it will survive the fall quite easily. So it's definitely worth having. It makes traveling long distances, especially in hilly areas, much easier. But once you've got them, you don't really need any of the other legendary ones. They're not really worth much, unless you just like collecting them. You know, and to be fair, I probably will collect them if I get to the point where I have all the weapons and I still have a Orichalcum to spend. Then I'll get other legendary stuff, but for the moment, I just don't feel like I really need it. I'd rather save the Orichalcum for any weapons that might pop up next week. Right, I can't remember what we're supposed to get with this. I think it's pieces of armor.
Do you have my seals yet?
You doubt with me?
Of course I do. It was easy.
How could I have doubted your greatness? Nonetheless, I appreciate the work you've done. Would you be interested in another job?
For sure.
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
What do you think of the Spartans?
If you were to ask General Ney on that, he'd tell you they were mindless brutes. That's half true. They have a base sort of cunning. It shouldn't be enough to withstand Athenian might. Assuming the other generals make intelligent decisions instead of stalling.
You do know I'm of Spartan birth.
You're more skilled than the average Spartan. Meantime, you might even manage Athenian citizenship.
The true pinnacle of success.
Of course.
Totally.
I wish I had more say over our naval forces. What I could do to the Spartans.
Okay.
Have you held this command for long?
I've been a general in the army for a long time. I made some mistakes in my early days, but I more than made up for them after. Still, everyone attributes my victories to luck, never to my own decisions.
I see how that could be frustrating.
Other men take credit for my victories. Cautious men who cause needless deaths by overlooking opportunities. You know what happens to a general who loses his reputation? Who gets blamed for the loss of Athenian lives?
Nothing good.
He dies. So I will do everything to preserve Athenian lives. Maybe one day, I'll even get credit for my accomplishments.
Maybe.
Why do you need these seals?
I need those seals to shove in the faces of the assembled generals, to get them to wake up. While they've been debating and stalling, I've been winning the war.
Okay.
I know what I have to do.
So what do we get? Demosthenes' belt. Was it worth it? Assassin damage, melee resistance, headshot damage. To be honest, I prefer this one. What are we wearing at the moment? Chance to ignore half as 60% crit damage. It's exactly the same, isn't it? And it's slightly higher, so the crit damage while low health is 70% instead of 60. Still 24% chance and still 16% assassin damage. I could. It increases the damage by 10%. I could put the crit chance on there and wear that. But this, pointless. I'm not sure why I bothered. Alright, do we have a... Do we have a dude nearby? Alright, let's go to this one. You know, it might be worth checking out Hephaestus's workshop. I'm sure it's Hephaestus's workshop. So now that we've got a few bits, we might be able to upgrade some things. It costs a lot of money to do that, but long run, it's worth it. So we're gonna increase crit chance
there something you need?
Engrave. Where were we? There's the belt, right? Okay, so if we add the crit chance to this one, it's at 5% now as well. So yeah, I think we can actually increase that if we go to Hephaestus. We'll put it on for now.
Good to see you.
And I might want to get rid of everything else, maybe. Yeah, probably. Justice, assassin damage. Do you know what? I shouldn't have deleted that last one. Alright. I have to be more careful what I delete. 50% crit damage while full health. That's pretty damn good. But it's that 20% damage on Athenian soldiers. Damage for overpower, hunter and warrior. Warrior damage, all damage, melee resistance. That's more of a defensive one. Crit damage while full. And elemental build-up. That's not too bad. Might be good for a warrior build. Alright. Let's get rid of all the swords we don't need. I'm not going to dismantle everything. I'm going to sell a whole bunch of stuff because we're going to need the money when we get to Hephaestus. Alright, that got us a few bits back.
Welcome, Miss Theos.
Sell. Alright, we can pretty much sell every single weapon we got. I'm dismantling. Pressing the wrong buttons. It's a shame it doesn't have a sell all option. Alright, we'll sell all the blue items at the very least until we've created all our builds. Once we've got our builds together, we're not going to need the remaining purple items. I like that. Takes off the +6 seconds burning duration. But it adds 30% crit damage. I'll think about it. I mean, the burning duration doesn't really matter as an assassin. Alright. I've got about 450,000.
My thanks.
And I know exactly where we need to go. I think it's this one. So if we go nearest point, we're just going to travel straight there. I think it's, real talk, it's Hephaestus, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's at his workshop, it's where we're going now. So as long as you have unlocked a particular engraving and upgraded it to halfway, which is all the stars on the left hand side, then you can purchase the remaining upgrades on the right hand side. Yeah, you've got to make sure that you've upgraded it to the maximum you can do it. So there's something like when you're, I think it's, let's have a look in the inventory when you go here. So these ones down here, the ones that are not lit, you can't learn them just like that. You need to find the engraving in the world. Now, once you've found them, there are certain ones, like these ones, for example, you can see what it tells you that you need to do. So for poison damage, I've already increased it to right there, the first 5, yeah? So it's on level 5 already. But we want to get these ones. But the ones on this side, you need to visit Hephaestus' workshop in Malice to learn about new engraving tiers. That one will be available for you to purchase. This one, for example, damage with swords, you need to accomplish that by killing certain enemies. And I believe that when you get halfway, I think with this one, you need to then go and purchase it at that point. I mean, the same applies to all of them, I think. Once you get to halfway, I think you have to visit Hephaestus and pay for it. Once you pay for it, you can buy each level. So if you've got enough money, you're good. So obviously I'm not going to upgrade everything for the moment. Eventually I probably will. But for now, the most important thing is upgrading things like crit chance to try and get it as close as possible to 100%. And you can monitor that. Great, another enemy. All right, so you can monitor that if you go into, where was it? Is it inventory? Yes. You can go on to detailed stats by pressing L3, and in here you'll be able to see all of your statistics depending on the armor that you're wearing, and it's crit chance that is the best one. So if you can get that as close to 100 as possible, usually you can get, by the end of it, you probably will be able to get either critical hit chance while full health or critical hit chance while low health, you know, closest to 100, if not 100 pretty much exact. And then you also want to add to as much crit damage as possible, so that every hit that you do is just gonna kill everything and everyone. But it takes a lot of work.
I'm here to collect that bounty.
Yes, you are. All right. That should be it. All right. I mean, at this point, I could just pay off all of my bounties as I go, but I really don't need to. I've got good enough skills.
I should use it.
I've got good enough skills to be able to defeat any mercenaries that come after me. Am I going in the right direction? I just want to make sure. So yeah, it's in my list. I'm pretty sure it's either. Yeah, I think it was north of the warp point. Yeah, we've got another mercenary on our tail again. I'm not really bothered. The more mercenaries we'll kill, the further up the tiers we go, the cheaper things cost. So at the moment, we are in S1, and that provides contracts and bounties 35% more, XP, drachmi, and crafting materials. Ideally, I'd like to be here, and I wonder if the mercenary that we got here, I wonder where he is. He's probably way low down. Yeah, he's down here, which is no good to us. Ideally, what we need to do is kill one of this lot. And if we kill one of this lot, we'll end up in here, but I'm not going to be too concerned about that for the moment. Let's take that mercenary off. Ah, yeah. Keep forgetting, need to light that up. We'll get to that point soon enough, and then we will be able to get that 20% off. Stuck in the tree again.
Come on.
We'll be careful in this area. There's a lot of daughters of Artemis around here, and they tend to be out in the wilds just roaming around. No. Ella. Probably want to get that travel point as well, as I'm going to want to come back here quite often. Now I am pretty sure that there are daughters of Artemis here. I've got to get up to the top there without getting seen. I think they're down there. Come on, get out. There we are. Okay, that's done. And oh, yeah, there it is. So the question mark that we're going towards is the cave, and inside the cave is our quarry. Right, if you break to the left, we'll come down to Hephaestus, so it's quite easy to get here. There's no special requirements or anything like that. You just come over and speak to him.
Have the best prizes around.
And then we can learn. Now, what do I want? I want the crit damage and crit chance. Assassin damage. And adrenaline per crit is going to be crucial as well. So I want 30,000 for crit chance to go to +6. And 60,000 to go to 7. 100,000 to go to 8. Oh, it's eating all our money. Alright, so we can't get the level 10 just yet.
I'll see you soon.
Share to you.
But we can engrave the items that... So there we go. Oh no, that's crit damage. That's fine. Nothing on crit chance. Nothing on crit chance. Still crit damage. Total armor. Do I want to put crit? Can it give me crit chance? It's got crit damage on that one only. See, eventually we'll be able to remove the items that give us any normal added damage, and we can increase the crit damage instead. Alright, so there's a 5% crit chance. We're going to engrave that with the 9% crit chance. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Do we have any assassin damage? 60% crit damage while low health and 60% while full health. That's actually pretty good. I mean, what do we lose? 12% crit chance while full health. We lose 12% chance, but increase the damage. So if we were to put the... Where is it? I mean, ideally it's the crit chance while full health that I prefer, but we can't upgrade that just yet. We need... I'm not sure what we need for that. And I can't add additional crit chance on there. No. Alright, we'll stick with this for now. Alright, so there isn't much that we can add to on here, which is a slight shame. I mean, we can increase the crit damage a little. Yeah, it doesn't cost too much to do it. Okay, for now that'll do.
Thank you.
It's not as good as I'd have hoped. But what difference did it make to us? Alright, it took us to 42%. So that's not a total waste. Poison build up 100%, fire build up 175. 21 seconds of fire duration, and an additional 111% damage caused. I mean, it's still early, isn't it? It's still really early days. But we are going to need to increase certain stats as well. So to do that, we're going to need to go around and find the stili, as well as increase our levels, and then we'll be able to add to them. I mean, there is another option, which I may take right now. Let's get out into the open. So, this is unconventional. I haven't done this. I don't think I've ever done this before. So I'm gonna reset all my abilities. And I'm gonna buy just the ones that I want. Which gives us 65 ability points. Now, I definitely want Ghost Arrows of Artemis. But I need to get the Overpower Bow Strike to do that and Archery Master. And we're going to do that anyway because we need those. And we're going to put that right at the top. Right, let's keep that on there. I'm not really using any other abilities for arrows at the moment. So we'll come back to those. I do want fire build-up, so I'm going to purchase that. You have to at least get one. I'm going to take that off anyway, so I'm not going to keep that there. So fire build-up I'm getting just because I use fire attacks. Right, on our wheel we want health. Actually, you know what? Let me unassign and then reassign to the top. I'm going to want the Fury of the Bloodline because that is going to give us extra... what do you call it? Extra adrenaline slots. So we'll upgrade that. I am going to want... the Rush Assassinate. I'm going to put that there. And again, that to maximum. And what did we have at the bottom? I think it was Hero Strike. And we're going to stick that there. And again, to maximum. I also need Critical Assassination to be at maximum. And we're obviously going to want that at max. The Overpower attack needs to be at max. Weapons Master needs to be at max. Gear Master needs to be at max. It's assignable, assignable, assignable. Shield Breaker comes in very useful, so I am gonna put that there, and we're gonna put that to max. Right, what else? Definitely want Death Veil, which you only need to put on once. There's no more than that. That just gets rid of the bodies once you kill people. Stealth Master becomes something. Noise from movement and assassination is reduced, so yes. Poison Mastery I don't need. I'm not interested in. Assassinability. And Revelation to 3. I am not bothered about the rest of this stuff. And with my arrows it's only that and this one. But alright, we definitely need this. And we definitely need this. These are all assignable, I think. I'm not going to bother with the Beastmaster. But I may take multi-shot and add it, because that does come in very, very useful. Alright, let's go with multi-shot. And charged heavy attack. A lot of people like rapid fire. I'm not a fan. I don't use the charged heavy attack though, but it could come in useful. So I may as well. And that leaves us with 3. I could upgrade something else and add it to the second wheel, but I don't feel I need to. So if we can increase crit chance, that'll take it to 0.5. Crit chance while full health. Is that going to be under warrior? Actually, no, I think it's not. I think it's under the other. Crit chance while full health. Yeah, it's gonna be much better. Okay, so going back to the inventory, checking out stuff. Real talk, my schedule for sleep is out the window, my friend. It's out the window. I barely sleep anymore. Alright, so we got critical hit chance while full health up to 44.6%. That's much, much better. And even the damage is up by a fair amount. Okay. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. But I think that's what we really need to do now. If I'm sticking to the abilities I've got at the moment, which I'm quite happy with, at least for now. At some point I will want the battle cry of Ares, but I don't need it just yet because I'm quite comfortable with the ones that I've got. So we can just spend it on the mastery levels for the moment. That is really going to help. Alright, now we are all the way over here. Could go to Macedonia, but I risk starting Legacy of the First Blade if I do that. But what I really need to do is check for... Ooh. We're quite nearby to that, so I think that's a good idea to do. Yeah, why not? Let's go and do that. I'm gonna have to fight some Daughters of Artemis if I'm right. You're alone. Alright. Just want to be wary of... Where's he gone? We had mercenary after us earlier, so want to just be aware that he is around.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Yeah, I know. I thought they'd spotted me. What did I get? Pilgrim's belt. Pilgrim's belt. I was hoping for a weapon, but never mind. Okay. And another treasure. Do you have do you have all the DLC? Because everything that is on the ability slots, I think it's this one and this one, as well as definitely this one. I think a couple of them you can't get them unless you've got the DLC. So the same applies with Fury. Fury of the Bloodline is a DLC one, I think. So when you pay for the season pass, as it were, these will show up. So they're only available if you've got the Fury of the was it Fury of the Bloodline? If you've got the additional stuff, so that's the add-on quests. If you've got Horseman Cometh and the Heir of Memories, so basically the Fate of Atlantis DLC and the Legacy of the First Blade DLC, then you can have those as unlockable, and they'll be in your abilities. You can unlock them straight away. Don't need to wait. Well, obviously you've got to wait until you reach a certain level, but they are available just like everything else is once you hit the level that's required. So yeah, you can't get it unless you've got the DLC. Alright, what are we doing? Right, we wanted to check for... I mean, there's quite a bit up here that we could do, but we'll save that. Let's check with Attica, see if there is anything that we can get within Attica. Alright, so we've got a couple of bits. Yeah, it might be worth heading back to Attica to do that. All these collectibles, they're worth going back and getting. So I reckon we'll do that. Because today's a short one, I don't want to focus on doing any big missions or anything, so it's just going to be kind of a bit of a clean-up. Just going around getting a few bits and pieces, a few things that we need. So we'll head out and see if we can get some of these extra items. I only want to be on here for, at the most, another hour. Luckily, I don't have work in the morning, so... And I can't play either, because I'm going to have to look after the kids, but... At least I don't have to worry too much about getting some sleep. But as I'm not well, it's probably a good idea. Right. What level am I? Ben, welcome. I'm level 58 at the moment. We're playing on hard mode. And I do like to focus on bringing my levels up as well. Oh, that was nicely dangerous. These lions, eh? Oh, come on, I was in the middle of a dodge there. You're going to desync me already. Yeah, of course he is. Did anybody see that coming? Anyone? Wow. Wow. Just... That was... That was just wrong. Do you know what? Yeah, especially when they just come out of nowhere. I mean, where is he? He was here a second ago. Killed me after all. It doesn't actually look like he's around. Alright, so we were going to head here. There he is. Alright, let's stay out of his way. I have no idea how that happened. Deeply unimpressed, especially with my own skills there. Not yet. No. I'm gonna be working on that all together at some point, working on all of the legendary beasts. But I'm not starting that just yet. I'm gonna work on the main storyline initially. Okay, 1 contract, 2 bounties. 1 bounty's not achievable right now, but later on, at some point down the line, I'll go after all the legendary beasts because we will want to start the Atlantis DLC.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
There are fast ways of leveling up. Yeah, you just noticed. I reckon that I went to a message board and I picked up the bounties and the contracts. I don't bother with anything else that's there, but bounties and contracts, which you can access just clicking the bottom or scrolling all the way down. I hold on to them so that if I do come across them, I complete them as quickly as possible. And the contracts, always grab any contract that's available because you might complete it as you go. So, for example, kill Athenian archers all over Greece. I've been just doing the storyline as normal, and I've already got 9. 1 more Athenian archer, and I'm likely to get probably something like 140,000 XP in 1 hit. So always pick up any contracts and any bounties that you get from the message boards. Wherever you go to the message boards. Once a day, at least, go to every single message board that you can, pick up as many as you can, and just complete them as you go. If you want to spend time focusing on doing the contracts, then you can really add a lot of XP in a very short amount of time. So destroy Athenian triremes, for example, as you're just going around destroying boats as normal. You're going to accomplish this as you go. Well, what else we got as an example? A lot of them do tend to be on ships, but loot Athenian national treasures. So when you go around and you're just defeating any forts and so on, you go into an Athenian one, you loot the main treasure, and you can complete this this contract very, very easily. There's some of them that are site specific, so if you get them and they say, like this one, kill bandits and megaris, focus on that. But the ones that aren't specific and they're all over Greece, you can just go around and do them whenever you come across anyone. And just, complete them as you go. And a lot of the time, as you're just doing the main storyline, you're going to complete them without realizing. So long as you're constantly picking them up. And by doing that, before you know it, your XP is going to fly high. Alright, I think I'm inside the area, so I need to be a little bit more careful. But they all seem to be further down. Except for this guy. Oh yeah, I think I did. Did I do it? Yes, I did. He was very difficult. He is a very hard one to beat. But if you focus it mostly on using your skills and your abilities and your ability wheel, you can do it. It was very hard. I remember the first time I did it, it was just ridiculous. I think I died like 4 or 5 times before I realized how to do it.
Look at all that silver. So
Alright,
this is how
where is the
Athens got
chest
so
I
rich.
need? Alright, my chest is very far off. I can complete the rest of it as I come out, but I need this. It is highlighted, so where is it? Yeah, do you know what? That helps a lot to knock them off a cliff. Yeah, I totally get that. But it really does help to knock them off a cliff as well. And it's definitely one of those options that is available to you. Alright, what have I got to do here? Just in the mine, kill the guy and loot the treasure. Is it night time out there? I think it is. Yeah, so this is where this particular item comes in useful. So I've got this, the dagger of Momokos. I don't use it. I'm using the sword. But what this does is adds 200% assassination damage when it's nighttime. That's just awesome. How to sleep? No. I know how to meditate, if that's what you mean by it. So just holding down like, I don't know what to call it, the finger pad? Is that what we call it? Because I'm using PS5. So on the PS5 it's the finger pad in the middle, you hold it down. Yeah. I'm not sure if... What do you play with? Are you playing with a PlayStation or are you playing with a PC? Or if anything, do you use a controller? Okay, it's you and me. Yeah, touchpad. That's the one. Wasn't sure what you call it. Okay, that was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Am I going the right way for it? It says it's here, 24 meters away. Oh, maybe that's it. Although it's not blue. Yeah, it's this one. What do we get? Cultist clue for one, and Agamemnon's gauntlets. As if he followed me in here. Oh, and he's got a dog.
Butchery! Who could have done that?
That's a good question. Alright. Not sure why it didn't let me attack the dog there, it usually does. Yeah, I mean, there is a trick. I don't. Have you bought anything from the store, or do you still have your 200 not Orichalcum, drachmi, or something? The Helix credits, the store credits. If you've still got those 200, then you can take advantage of a bit of a glitch. I don't know if you've heard of this before. But my bow that I'm using, I've got loads of different bows, right? I've got the legendary bows, which are really good, and they can have basic arrows become poison. You know, great added bonuses to a lot of my abilities, increased in crit chance. But I use the bighorn bow. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to spend money in order to purchase it. But if you can get, I think it's only 150 Helix credits, so it's not expensive. But the Bighorn bow, although it's a blue item and it doesn't have a lot of space for obviously extra abilities and so on, or extra stats, what it does do is something awesome. Right, this is really cool. So let me switch to a different bow. Right, any bow, doesn't matter which one. This one is even more powerful, so let's switch to that. And if I go back to inventory, you can see that the warrior damage down here, all right, the left hand side one corresponds to your left hand weapon, and the right hand side corresponds to your right hand weapon. So currently the daggers are causing 5316 damage, and the sword is using 7396 damage, but my hunter damage is 7966. All right, that's with this bow. However, if I switch to Bighorn, you'll see it says hunter damage 0, but look at the warrior damage. Yeah, but you can come back into it, just flipping out, and it shows you the damage caused by the Bighorn bow is about 2,000 more than a legendary weapon that's a level higher. And the damage here, I mean, it was 7,000, it's gone up to 11,000. It massively increases the power and damage caused by the weapon on your left hand side. So if you can get that bow, you can seriously big up your power, like seriously hard. The only drawback is that you don't get the additional bonus that you get on, let's say, this one. So on this one you get the 3 main bonuses that are already on there, and you can add one on, whereas with the Bighorn bow you only get the 2 and you have to add something on yourself. So while I do use fire arrows, I'm using it on a low level bow, but the damage is better than the legendary, so you probably want to consider that 150, I think, Helix credits to get the Bighorn bow. Well worth it, in my opinion. And I didn't know this until recently, to be honest, but I can't remember who it was. Who was it on YouTube that I watched? Could have been Joraptor, and he mentioned it. He went into some details on it, so I tried it out, and it really does work. So well worth doing. Some people might consider it cheating, but it's a glitch that's been in the game for a very, very long time, since I think right at the beginning, and it's never been removed. So it's considered as being part of the game. So I don't consider it as cheating to use it. And the higher your level as well, the higher the level of the bow, as you increase it, the much higher, much higher the power of the weapon on your left hand. So give it a go if you can. But it's you'd have to weigh up the options of spending that kind of money. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're nowhere. You're up there. Sure, maybe that's why it wouldn't let me extend it. Yeah, definitely I recommend using the bow, but I can't, as I say, I can't recommend to you to spend your own money. That's completely up to you. But it's well worth having, especially if you're finding it difficult, if you're playing hard modes or anything of that sort. Then it's worth doing just to help you get that little bit more ahead. Is there someone down here? No. Oh, alright. Doesn't want to climb. Not go up? Okay. might be an entrance around here. No. Okay. Only problem with the dark. Assassination damage, excellent. Can't see where the hell I'm going though. Okay. Oh, he's gone all the way up there.
Athenians around here angry?
So it's just kill the captain, and it's area complete. Again, that's the power of that rush assassination as well. Very worth having that one. Okay. That's all done. Any other special stuff? Okay, ancient knowledge. No, it doesn't one-shot everyone. As long as you've got high assassination damage, then you're good. So you see from the armor I'm wearing, I've only done one build at the moment, which is this one, and it's all assassination damage. So each one of these has 16% assassination damage added. So when you check the stats, my assassin damage is 119. But the main thing that I try to do is get my crit chance up and get my crit damage up as much as possible, as that really helps with assassinating. And rush assassinate is considered an assassination. So having this as well, plus 200 assassination damage when it's night, that really helps, because obviously at the moment it's still, I think, considered nighttime. So I'm doing like 300% normal damage at any one time. There is that lion again, or a lion. So as long as you've got good assassination and you've got things set up on your build for assassinating, then yeah, you can pretty much one shot. But if it was during the daytime, then no, it doesn't always one shot. It does take off a hell of a lot, but doesn't always one shot. But what you will notice is that eventually my crit damage and my crit chance will be so high that every shot, every hit will be a critical hit, and it will pretty much assassinate everyone in one hit. Which is why we should always spend time working on your builds, especially if you're playing hard mode or nightmare mode. I mean, I'm not doing nightmare mode at the moment because I know how difficult it can be. But once I've completed everything, I may do a new game plus, and at that point I will go nightmare mode. So long as I've worked on my builds or have the opportunity to work on my builds to see how well we do with it. The amount of damage that gets inflicted on you when it's nightmare mode is ridiculous. At one shot they can take off most of your health. But I do recommend looking up some builds online. Have a look and check on YouTube. People like Jaw Raptor. There's another guy, I can't remember his name, but I do watch him a lot. I think he's German guy. Maybe you guys know about it. They work on their builds quite a bit, and there's some builds out there where you can get some ridiculous damage on people. Alright, let's complete this little one as well. Poison builds are good, but I find that the same as fire builds, the poison damage that gets inflicted and the fire damage that gets inflicted over time, anything that has damage over time doesn't tend to do that much damage. So while I like them, I don't really use them very often, if at all, to be honest. and I try to focus mostly on assassin builds because I love the actual assassin playstyle. Or is that it? Yeah. Or working on a crit build. So if you work on crit chance, crit damage builds, I mean they will cause all the damage you need. Once you're hitting crit, once you do critical hits, that's it. You're smashing it all the way. Okay, what else have we got here? There was another chest somewhere up here. There you are. And we've got a First Civilization Stilly, which will get us the ability point. Again, if you don't have this map, this is the purchased map, so I've bought maps that show me where all the special items are. A lot of these you're going to come across anyway if you do each of the locations, but the Orichalcum, which is these funky looking ones, you can't find them, well, you can't see them on the map, and you can't find them by going to specific locations that are marked. So this is the only map that, if you want to get the Orichalcum, which you can only get once you've done it, any game that you play, you won't be able to do it. Are they worth collecting? Sure, I don't know how many there are in the whole map. You can see there's quite a lot. I don't know exactly how many there are, and I've collected a few. But Orichalcum, you can see at the very top, pretty much directly up from here. I've got 161 of them, but you get those from doing certain quests. And it's usually this one that has this marking next to it. So if you get this one, Bounty on a Spartan Ship, you probably get 40 for that. And the contract you get once every week. You have to complete all of these, and you have a week to do it. You get another 40, and then they release every day a different one. It's usually just like a smaller quest, like a world quest, I think. Don't know if I picked any up. Haven't picked up any, but you can get them from the what do you call them? I keep forgetting the word. From the notice board. If you get it from if you go to the notice board every day, it will have a different quest, but you don't get much for that. You get like 4 or 5 or something silly like that, maybe 10. But you just build them up, and what I do is I don't spend them on anything except for weapons in Sargon's shop. So, is it worth it? There are a lot there if you can get around and collect them all. I mean, it's probably about, I have no idea. I haven't checked it up. You can find out online, I suppose, but it looks to me like about 400. So, is it worth getting them? It's for each person to decide for themselves. But if it's to locate the First Civilization Stilly, or to locate the legendary chests, or to locate the ancient knowledge, it's not worth getting the map. I bought it because I just fancy buying it, but it's not really worth getting those maps because they are going to be like, you can see here's an ancient Stilly, and if I go to my gameplay icons, why are they all hidden? Oh yeah, because I need to zoom in. Oh, you can't see it there because it's in a different location, but okay, so purchase maps here, legendary chest, and you've got a First Civilization Stilly. If you go into your gameplay icons, you can see that there's a question mark at each one of those. So it's one of the locations that's already going to be on the map. So you can go to all the locations and you will end up finding all of the chests, all of the Stilly, and all of the ancient knowledge. So you don't need to buy the maps for those, because you will come across them as long as you do all the locations. But if it's for the Orichalcum, if you really want to get everything, then yeah, you probably will need the map. Or I don't advise going online and finding a map that's been published by someone else, and it will be so much easier if you've already got it on your map to be able to follow it. But again, everyone gets to make their own choices. We've got a cultist clue earlier, which is this one. So we can unveil him.
Slavery is natural. It is necessary.
And he can be marked and we can go after him. I'm not going to bother doing that just yet. At one point we will. But for the moment we really don't need to. The only real reason to go after the cultists is to increase your spear level. Because you'll need those triangular things that they leave behind, the artifacts, to upgrade the spear. But once you get to level 5, you can upgrade all of your abilities to their maximum. And you've got 7 adrenaline segments. You've got the full ability rank at 3. It's not that ability rank is the most important thing, and it's not going to increase. And you get the second melee ability wheel. So all you're doing is adding literally one more segment of adrenaline, and you're increasing, like it says there, your health gained per adrenaline spent up by 1%. That does make a slight difference, but it's not something you have to rush into getting, so you can afford to leave the rest of the cultists until later on. A few of them you're going to come across anyway, but a lot of them you're going to have to go after, but you don't need to rush into it. We're going to go after that legendary chest. See, I'm wondering now if it's worth doing all the locations in Attica. We've got a very large space, this whole area and the islands here. What time is it? It's 12:23 for me. We can start it, and we've got some additional quests that are in here anyway that we still need to do. What's that? A bounty? Ooh. Could do a bounty. We can... Do you know what? We'll start up here. Purely because... Well, we want to get those additional items that we got there. But where to warp? We're actually closer if we're here. Yeah, let's go from Megaris. When you say extra abilities, what do you mean by extra? You mean like the extra wheel, the diamond that you have at the bottom? I'm guessing that's what you mean. If it is, then as you increase your spear level, so next to the overpower attacks, let me have a look at what you mean. Let's give it a second to load. I'm going to try not to fast travel too much because it's a bit of an issue. It takes such a long time to load. So in the abilities area, you mean... So we've got all our normal abilities. Do you mean the extra abilities here where you press down and it switches to the next wheel? Because these ones, you get the first... like 4 options, the first diamond, but then as you increase your spear level, you get an additional wheel that you can add additional ones to, so that while you're in the real world you can basically just press the button that you use for your attacks and just press down and it will switch between the wheels. Above the Ring of Chaos. Alright, so Ring of Chaos is... Where is it? That's not it. Ring of Chaos. So this one. Fury of the Bloodline, Battle Cry of Ares, and I think also maybe Fire Mastery was one. These are additional abilities that you get when you download the DLC. So if you've paid for the additional downloadable content, which is the, what's it called, the Fate of Atlantis, yeah, you won't get it unless you've got the additional one. So under quests, you can see that you've got your main Odyssey here, and you've also got the Cult of Cosmos, but you probably don't have this, which is the Legacy. So the Legacy of the First Blade, and then following that, they're showing the add-on quests. Following that, the Fate of Atlantis. These are the DLCs that you can pay for as extra, and you can download. If you get them, then you will get some additional abilities that will come up. So you probably don't have this one either, Death Veil. Yeah, this is a really good one where the bodies disappear after you've assassinated them, so nobody knows that you've been there. And I think maybe Shadow of Nyx and Ghost Arrows of Artemis you probably don't have. And the Ghost Arrows are awesome. Like, seriously awesome. If there's an enemy nearby, I can show you what I mean. Let's find somebody, anybody, doesn't matter who. Actually, was that... Alright. There is a mercenary coming. So I can show you what the Ghost Arrows do if you don't know. So I can be on this roof, and the mercenary is over there, and I can be hidden behind here, and I can use the Ghost Arrows, and I can shoot him through the ceiling. But that's not the most impressive part of it. The most impressive part is that when I shoot him, he doesn't know where I am. So he won't be able to find me. He'll just keep running around. He'll say things like, I know where you are, but he doesn't actually know. And because one segment of your adrenaline will keep regenerating by the time you get to this point, you'll be able to constantly use it every time that it regenerates. So really difficult enemies can easily be taken out without them seeing you. I try not to use it for everyone, but I use it when an enemy is really hard. But for this guy, I really don't need to. So I'm happy to just go ahead and kill him because I'm strong enough to do that. But it's my favourite ability out of all of them because it's so useful. Is this the politician I'm supposed to kill? Or... Wait, which mission is this? Oh, that's the Prince of Persia, that's the Blind King. Okay, we don't want to bother him just yet. I have already started that quest, but I haven't gone to all the locations. So when I do, I'll come back and deal with him. I'm going to be completely honest. I started playing Assassin's Creed Origins. I wasn't playing any of the older games. So I was very used to the whole open world. Alright, this guy is gonna kill me. Because I didn't stop to check his level, and I think he's about level 90. But... as long as he's out of my view... And this is why Ghost Arrows comes in so useful. So he's quite a high level. If I want to, I can spend the next hour and a half just shooting him. Doesn't even matter if you miss, because it will regenerate. It's too close, which is why I can't get a good lock on him. I mean, it doesn't take off a lot, but I could stay here for an hour and a half and just keep shooting him every time my bar regenerates. He's level 99. And he'll never see me. And he won't know where I am. Do you know what? I actually did download Black Flag to play it, but I just couldn't get into it. I think it's because I'm really into the open world style because of the fact that I got into Origins first. That's why I prefer it. And I play this one obviously because it's very much open world as well. But I really, really liked this one. So I've also played Valhalla, which again I do like, but something about it wasn't quite right. But I've recently also got Mirage, and I'm reserving judgment on that. I haven't really been able to get into it. I did play it for a bit, and then I just stopped. You know, Valhalla put me off because it wasn't the same, like the weapons upgrading and what you could do with the weapons just wasn't good enough. I think they had a good idea, just think they went about it slightly wrong. I'm not going to stay here and deal with this guy continuously. I don't feel the need to. Otherwise I will be here for like a good hour. What I will do is I'm going to head to this location to begin with. And I'll leave that mercenary alone. But yeah, if I had to specifically choose one Assassin's Creed game that I like more than any other, it's this one. I think it's probably why I've come back to it. Because I've played it before, I really enjoyed it, and I always wanted to kind of 100% it. Go through and do everything that's in the game. So I picked it up recently to do it, thinking, you know, good idea if I start streaming with one of my favourite games. Although it was going to be a choice between this and Horizon, probably Zero Dawn rather than Forbidden West. As that, I think, was one of my favourite games for a very, very long time. Yes, I've... funnily, I haven't played Red Dead 1. I have played Red Dead 2, although I haven't really gotten as into it as I'd like. I've got 3 kids, and the oldest is only 9, but he started playing it. I'm not sure how he managed to put the permissions on his account. I think he figured out my passwords. But yeah, he started playing it. Probably not the best game for someone like him to play. I did see him playing the other day, and he seems to really, really like it. So yeah, I'll probably go back to it at some point. I'm just not sure if I can say it's my favourite. I have played it. Doesn't, for me, feel like it holds up to, say, Horizon. Maybe it's on a par with this one, but with Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, I don't think it's as good personally. What did you think of it, though? I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about it. Oh, this guy's gonna hurt me hard. That's nice of you to hurt me. Yeah, I know that a lot of people have had mixed feelings about it, but it's been mostly positive, which is why I actually wanted to give it a go in the first place. But I think it's because I've never really been into GTA and stuff, and thinking, you know, same makers, it's Rockstar, right? I just thought, maybe I just had bad expectations. Best story game ever. That's a big statement. I'm gonna have to take your word for that, and I'm gonna have to go back to it, give it a good try. I don't like saying that something isn't as good as everyone says it is unless I played it all the way through. So yeah, I'll give it a go. No, I haven't. Last of Us, never played it. I mean, it seems like, is it like a kind of post-apocalyptic thing, like end of the world kind of thing? Is it zombies and stuff? I mean, it's what it seems like. Not sure if I was supposed to do that. We'll find out. I'm guessing I have to go this way. See, I've never been, really into zombie games that much. But again, that's one of those games where I've heard such good things about it. Am I supposed to be able to get through here? Ah, I got it. Bring it back. And then I should be able to get through on the other side. There are so many snakes everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I may give it a go. I mean, I've mentioned that I've got 3 kids, right? It's, well, which way am I going? I got confused. It's very difficult to spend time playing when I got kids, so I'm kind of limited to just playing the one game at the moment. I know there's people that, they'll broadcast their games, and they'll do one game one day, another game another day. But I like to focus just on one game at a time. But I don't know, maybe I'll give it some time, sit down and give it a try. Seriously, where do all these snakes come from? Alright, I'm guessing that's a way out. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got the stilly. And then I think that that hole in the wall is a way out. I keep forgetting to mention, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. I've seen some people come in and go, and it'd be really good to get the extra subscribers. You'd get to know when I'm next available, when I'm next going to be online playing, and those likes will definitely help to get the videos further up in the listings, because at the moment they're not really showing when you do a search, so that will really help with that. Plus, it's really good to have people coming in and joining the channel and having a good chat. Yeah, today I've had 2 people come in and have really decent conversation. It's been really good. Really enjoyed myself. So thanks for that. That's a little shout out there to you, Ben. And who was the other? Real Talk. Real Talk came in the other day and had some nice conversations with him as well. So thank you for making my streams very enjoyable. Alright, so we've got another ability point, and like I said, I'm not going to add to any of the other abilities that I've got, because I'm happy enough with the 4 main ones and 1 shield break in case we come across any cultist guards. And again, of the hunter abilities, having the Ghost Arrows of Artemis is excellent, helps you in everything. And having the multi-shot, this is a bit of a lifesaver, really helps when you're in a bit of a fix and you've got loads of enemies on you in one go. So worth having that, definitely. As for the others, I don't find Rain of Destruction does much by way of damage. The rapid fire, it wastes your adrenaline very quickly. And I think you can do a lot of damage using other abilities rather than that. Spread shot for me is a similar thing to multi-shot, but it doesn't have aiming. So you're just randomly trying it and hoping. Predator shot is okay, but I would rather use the ghost arrows. I mean, I think it deals more damage. So 430, and then that will go up. Whereas ghost arrows only use 340, but you can hide with ghost arrows, and you can fire with that through walls. And devastating shot is, again, for me, very similar to predator shot. So I don't really feel like I need to add more than just these two, at least not for the moment, because I could put these ability points to better use over here. And at the moment, I really want to bring this crit chance to as high as possible. So we're going to increase that, and probably increase... I mean, where is the crit chance standard? There it is. All right. So increase the crit chance as well. And we need 20 ability points for each one. So it's going to require a hell of a lot. But it's going to really help to bring this stat up from where we are now, 45.4. It's going to really boost that and lift it. And if you include the crit chance on your armor as well, then yeah, you're laughing. As soon as that gets to 100% on the full health, anything you do while full health is going to just annihilate the enemy. All right, back to our map. So we want to head down this area and do this lot. But again, message board, we want to head there and pick up any bounties, any contracts, so that we can keep them going. Who was that? Or what was that? It's a lion. Yeah, staying away from that. And don't forget to pick up any wood along the way. Okay. Good, another bounty. Have I completed Palace the Silencer? Let's have a look. Not sure, not yet, no. Got to fight for Athens on Achaea's battleground. But I have not yet been into Achaea. So I think we will be venturing into there. Yeah, my gameplay's a little bit slow because I like to... I am a completionist, so I really like to do as much as possible. Really? Did you fight for Athens though, yeah? Because you've got to make sure that you're fighting for Athens. So bring it down and then give it a fight for Athens. But if it doesn't happen the first time around, give it another go. It doesn't take too much to bring the fortification down, so I'd definitely go for it again. It should come to you. It could just be one of those things where it glitches out. But yeah, if you fight for Sparta, it's not going to do it. You have to fight for Athens. Ooh, two of you back to back. At least none of you were after me. Alright, so this is just a standard location, but I think there is a fort or something here to complete. Yeah, of course you. Yeah. Just bring down the fortifications again. Go and pillage things. Go and kill. If it's now a Spartan area, go and kill as many Spartans as possible. Loot and attack any Spartan places. Burn any of their supply crates that you find in certain locations. Kill their captains and polemarchs, and kill the leader when he shows up, because it may take a little while before he shows up. As soon as you do, the battle should come up again, because you can do it repeatedly. You can do it loads of times, and then just select for Athens, and you'll be fine. It's not one of those where it's do it once and do it right, otherwise you don't get any chance. You'll always have an opportunity to do it again. Okay, so there is a chest in here, and I'm guessing it's that one there. That will have a legendary item. I don't think that's inside this area.
What did I just tell you?
You can tell me whatever you like, my friend. Okay. Anyone else around? No. Yeah, I think that's it. Pilgrim's Hood. Right, the legendary chests. You can get the map from the Helix store. So it's one of these maps that you can purchase. I think there's 4 maps, or you can buy them all as a bundle. And it will give you all the purchased locations. So on the map, like we did before, all the purchased locations, every purchased item. So you've got Orichalcum. I think we can check the store. So if we go to the... well, let's go to Time Savers, I think it's called. Right. So it's good to have these as well. Permanent XP boost and permanent Drachmy boost. It increases what you get by 50%. And that's on every single game that you play. And then you've got the 4 maps. So the Ancient Tablet map will show you where all the ancient knowledge is. The Legendary Chest map will obviously show you where all the legendary chests are. The Orichalcum will show you where all the Orichalcum is. And the First Civilization City for the same. But there is an option to purchase all the maps in one hit. It doesn't show up here because I've already purchased them, I think. Unless it's over on... server error. Sometimes it disconnects from the server. Alright. But yeah, that's where you can go and get the maps. But like I said before, all of the chests, all the legendary chests, they do correspond to a marked location. So as long as you go around and do all the locations, you will come across all of the legendary chests. It's only the Orichalcum that you can't locate without a map. So it's up to you whether you want to purchase all of those. It's probably not worth it. But I think I purchased them quite a long time ago because I just figured, hey, why not? But I don't think it's absolutely necessary to do. Alright, so we'll just go... I'm going to go around, I'm going to do all the locations for the moment. Mostly, I didn't want to start any new major quests because I was going to have a short playthrough today. But it's gone on for longer than I thought it would. But still, that's all good. So I'll focus for the moment on just doing this extra locations until I am too tired to continue, because there will not be a lion tomorrow. Okay, this looks like a camp. Okay. Alright, not too much going on. Can I get him from here? No. But from there I can. Alright, there's an entrance here.
Well, I should see what that was.
Yes, you should. Alright, so there's a prime example. During the daytime, the bar does not fill up, so I have to get lucky with a critical hit. But during the nighttime, can I do... No, I can't meditate during... when I'm inside a camp. So I can't switch it to night. But during the nighttime, you can do a lot more damage. I can do a lot more damage with the weapon I've got equipped. Okay, can I do it without getting seen? Probably. No, there's someone up there as well. I'm conscious of the fact that he might be able to see me. Oh, I shouldn't have done it like that. Alright, so like this guy, for example. He's got a shield. So I like to switch up. Take the shield and then switch back. And the great thing is that once you've actually used that ability, it does actually recharge straight away, so you can use it. Oh, usually you can use it without missing and then just switch back. That should take care of him. There we go. Alright, easy enough. All these locations have the same layout, so you know exactly where all the loot is every time. Alright, that was quite an easy one, quite straightforward. So we can head back out. I'm not going to go over into the Odyssey just yet. Oh, didn't see that. Entrance to the underworld, really. Okay. It is kill clan leader and loot treasure. Got anything down here? The higher your level gets, the more supplies and materials you can get out of all of these rocks and things that you find around. So initially you start getting like 1 and 2, and then at this point, level 58, I'm getting 17. Later on down the line, you're going to be getting 60, 70, 100. Alright, was there nothing this way? Goes even further down. Alright, let's check what's in this way first. A letter from a suitor, letter of Ithaca. Okay, quest item. Hey? Who's this? Okay, that's a very odd thing to run into. I'm going to assume that this is quest related. So I'm not going to focus on that now. Let's take the other route that goes further down. And we will probably come across that one later. Yeah, here we go, back into the yellow area. And I assume red area. Yep. Ooh, alrighty, that's more like it. Some people to kill. Doesn't really pick them up from that far away. Alright, can we go in? Chest underground. The only thing I don't like is that when you scan and you find a chest, it's got a little blue arrow over the top of it. If you have a look at any other items, they're nice and bright so you can see where they are. But it gets really difficult to see where the treasure items are. There we go. Let's deal with you quickly. And there's another one around. Where? Why would it tell me there's another one? What is over there? Just a whole bunch of dead bodies just floating around in the water. And that's just how good rush assassination can be. Nothing in here? No, nothing to collect. Not by the looks of it. That's fine. Just head back out. There we go. Anyone else around? No. Alrighty. All good. And all complete. Alrighty. Wet walls and I'm still able to climb. That is an impressive Mistios. Oh, we could do. I'll get out of here and I'll see if I can upgrade my ship at all. Although money-wise we're low, so I'm going to have to start selling some items soon enough. 11. It's actually pretty good. I think I've got 21 and then 2 more, so 23 if you count the middle one. And then the Demos, I suppose, counts as 24. But yeah, I've still got quite a few left to get. You've just been focusing on just doing those. It's not a bad idea, you know. I might do that. I might take a leaf out of your book.
Come on.
And leave them until I can get clues on all of them, and then go and do them all in one episode. All right, where do I want to go? Is there nothing in this area? I mean, there has to be, right? Yeah, the weapons. The weapons are a great deal. I'll tell you which one you really want. Let's have a look. Oh, can we even see it? See if it's the silver vein. 100% burning rate is alright. I don't think it shows us until you've seen them, so I don't know if it's this one. 5% damage dealt restored itself. That's actually not too bad. That's a pretty good engraving. And it works really well. I've used it before. But one of these guys, one of them has damage with Rain of Destruction. Damage with Ghost Arrows of Artemis. Actually, that's... Okay, you know what? If I'm going to be using the Ghost Arrows, that's the one I want. Plus 20% damage. Damage with Hero Strike. 5% chance to stun on melee hit. And convert crit chance to damage, but cannot crit. That's alright, your level will go up, don't worry. But there's one, I think it's an armor set. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of the armor sets that will give you all arrows penetrate shields. So then, regardless of the shields that they're carrying, you use it with your arrows, and you just annihilate everyone. Most especially, if you're using the multi-shot. You use that multi-shot with pierce all shields. You're laughing. You're just getting hit after hit on enemies. And you can use it during the battles as well. That's what I find is one of the best things. You can use it during the battles, and you can just kill so many enemies. Especially if your crit chance is up, because you'll just be crit hitting everyone. Really worth doing. Right, I was going to head over here because I'm finding it very difficult to believe that Parnas Mountains has nothing in it. I think I just haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, keep an eye. It's one of the... I'm pretty sure it is one of the armor sets that you can get. And once you've got the whole armor set, you can just add that to any one piece of armor. So you don't need to wear the armor set to do it. Just add the engraving to one piece of armor. Because you shouldn't be using... Alright, I'm going to stress this a little bit, because I think this is very, very important to understand. A lot of people think that when you're playing... I'm not saying that this is necessarily what you think, but there's a lot of people that I've spoken to who think that you should have everything legendary, and that's the best way to do it. It's not. It really isn't. You got to remember that a legendary item, it has 2 preset things. So in this case, 70 warrior damage and 12% crit while full health, which is good. Don't get me wrong. There's some nice things to have on there, but it's also one of the spaces. Mighty Hercules armor has immune to burning, but in order to activate that, you have to have all the armor set. So that one space on each armor set is reserved for one specific ability, which is a waste. It's a waste of an engraving space. And then all you can do is add one more engraving. So that gives you basically 3 engravings for each item, and then 1 that's shared between all of them. Whereas for purple armor, for any epic armor, you've got 3 pre-built stuff on there. If you can find one that's really good. So just as an example, this one, 16% assassin damage. That's going to go up as the level for that item increases. And then 30% crit damage, which is also going to go up as the item increases. And then 24% chance to ignore half damage, which will go up to 40% by the time you get it to 99. And then you can add one more. If you've got all of those armors, all those armor pieces that have all that additional stuff on there, then you've got a powerful piece of armor. And yet it's true that the legendary armor sets have a slightly higher power or defense, whatever you want to call it. This one's got 717 armor. The epic ones will have less than the equivalent legendary, but that doesn't matter, because what's more important is having the right engravings on there. Once you've got the right engravings, you can have one of the most powerful sets. Like just having which one was it? So just having the 24% chance to ignore half damage at the moment, if you've got that twice, that's 50%. If you've got like loads of different items that have that 24% chance, or when they're at maximum, which is 40, then you've got 80% chance of ignoring half the damage, and you can build a set that will take you to 100% chance, and you're smashing it. You're ignoring half your damage. So definitely worth doing. All right, where was I headed? Just down this way, and you see we have picked up an item. It's that level 99. Come back again. We picked up a location. It didn't register before because we weren't close enough. Oh. Alright, they'll deal with that. Alright, this is a big area. I'm going to focus now. Alright, we're going to have to take this in as an assassin. Okay. Alright. Can we get there quick enough? Probably if we go round the building.
Something's over there.
Something is over there.
Guess it was nothing.
Oh, coming back this way. That's sneaky. Oh, contract complete. 143,000, that's awesome. And new engraving unlocked 50% ranged resistance, that's good. Why is that item outside? Come on. Okay. bit weary that the captain is there. I should have come in at night. Should have made it a nighttime visit. And that was a perfectly timed crit. Too many around to be able to do a rush. I hate to kill a man while he's peeing, but well, that's life. Too many of them. Too many. So I see him peeing every now and then. I was standing in a bush a couple of days ago, and a guy just walked over and started peeing on me. I had no choice but to kill him. Like, why would you do that? Oh, there we go. That could attract someone. You survived. See, again, if that was during the day, during the night time, he'd be dead in one hit. Every now and then, good idea to get a little simple assassination rather than a critical assassination, because that will give you back about 3 adrenaline hits. Alright, let's go over the top. Alright, is this where... No, it's over there. If you get a chance to set a trap, you should do it, really. Ugh, why are you looking right at me? Another perfectly timed critical. Alright. See if we can get them in one by one. There's too many of them right there. You should find out. Come find out. You know what it was? It was this. Sorry. Alright, get that guy up there. And then this guy's going to be a problem. Okay, get a little flurry. Ah, I thought it'd been better than that. It was too easy. Cultist clue, lovely. Harpy is an incredibly crafted and distinct blade. No one's exactly sure how Hater ended up with the original story. Why did it give me anyway? He just gave me Harpy. Oh, is that this mission? Yeah, Hater. Yeah, alright, so I've already got his weapon, I can complete that. One more treasure to loot. And it is up there. That sounds a national treasure. Very nice. And location is now complete. Alright, where do I want to go? Could go into Marathon Beach first. Let's head into it so that we can highlight the area at least. Alright. Just have a sip of drink. Okay, let's call my donkey.
Off we go now.
So, weird glitch. Marathon Beach, of course, the Battle of Marathon.
Come on.
Okay. Any highlighted spots here? Nothing there. Thought that would have been. It's a bit weird that that's not. That's really not. Alright, that's probably a battle location then. What, mountain lion killed you with one hit? I mean, one hit, that's... Are you playing hard difficulty or are you on... Maybe you're on nightmare mode. See, that one hit seems like a majorly strong lion. I would suggest maybe, if you're able to, just grab yourself some decent armor and just stick things on like, occultist pet, yeah, that would make sense. But I would probably try and increase your armor and your health a little bit, just using engravings if you can. It depends on how early on you are. But if you're finding that you're getting one hit by either animals or anything else,
Don't want to be caught here.
then maybe yeah, try to develop your armors in whatever way you think, but experiment with it. You know, it's worth doing. Okay, why is there nothing here? Or is it a cave? Oh, it's a cave. Cave of Pan. Okay. All right. Nice jump. 1 second. Alrighty. Why are you not climbing? Come on. Took him a while to do that. Alright. Must be a way down, yes. Why did I not pick these guys up in my scan? Yeah, a lot of them are missing. Should be able to get the 4 of them. Yeah, they're not showing up in my my initial scan. I don't see any blue items. How much stuff am I supposed to get? 3 prisoners, 3 treasures, 1 leader. This is a pretty big cave. Alright. Spartan breastplate. Alright, you guys come out. At the very least, sometimes I prefer to not release them until the end. But at the very least, they're gonna be distractions. Come on. There we go. Oh, can I get you? Can I get you? Yes, I can. Okay. How many more? Still 2 items. Did I leave a chest behind? I think I left a chest behind. Okay. Oh, what's he? Oh, he's been distracted by the Spartans that I released. So if he's going after them, he's not going after me. And these guys are not dying quick enough. Must still be daylight outside. Ooh, lots of gold. There we are. Alright, that's the area complete. So I can try and find a way out. I don't think this is the right way. But that's okay. We'll just try a different route. I think it's this way. Oh, Spartans. Could be that way. We head up and out. Yep. Ben, if you're there, are you broadcasting while you're playing? Because if you are, I'd love to put it on and have a look. Alright. Where do I want to go? Okay, could go down this way and then head in. I was just asking if you're streaming while you're playing, because if you are, I'd like to check it out. You know, take a look and see. Alright, where was I going? Over there. Someone watching me? Hello? You woke up? Sorry, one of my boys just woke up. Ah, fair enough. Well, if you ever do, come back and drop me a line. I'd be interested in watching how other people play as well. I do watch a couple of people playing, like over a lunch period or so, just to keep me entertained, keep me on the game. So it's nice to watch other people see how they play it. Alright, not too big an area. Let's go have a look and see what we need to do as well. Alright, so kill the captain, burn 2 thingy-majigs, and loot 1 treasure. That's a very good question. I have been thinking about it. I think I want to try something that I haven't played before.
Someone's here.
What? How did they see me? Alright, replenish a bit of that adrenaline. Okay, 2 down. I hate archers. Victory! Alright, where's that archer? Do you? Oh, sorry about that. I feel like I cut you a little. Oh, sorry, my bow and arrow is doing it all on its own. Sorry. Ooh. Right, I'm over here. I'm over here. Hey! 1 captain down, 2 captains down. Where is that archer gone? Whoosh. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I'm going to just come round to you here. And... oh! Sneaking up on me like that. Okay, job done. All dead. That needs to burn. Did I miss it? No. That needs to burn. And just that 1 treasure. When you say the skill, you mean the abilities? Yeah, they're really good. Especially once you powered them up to maximum. Oh, no? Am I not level 59? What? I think I'm going to have to go soon. One of my boys has woken up and they're sleeping on the couch. Alright, let's see about this area. We're going to go into this place and we will go and do that quest because I think we've completed it. You alright? What time is it? 1:30. Do. So, you know, it's 1:30 and it's still saying it's only 2 hours that I've been streaming. That can't be right. Cannot be right at all. Come on, donkey.
Ella.
Okie doke. What did I just run into? Another lion, I bet. Now we're on level 59. Legelia. Kill captain, find Ostraga, loot treasure. That's probably not the treasure. That's the Ostraga, that's the treasure. And the captain is standing up there. Alright. Can I get inside by sneaking in? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not good with threats, my friend. One step closer. Nah, my hunter abilities are not very good. When I say abilities, I mean my hunter power, my hunter strength. Not necessarily actual abilities. Although my hunter abilities are also not very good. Alright, we'll come to him at the end. Ostraga captured. We'll check that out at another point. Treasure looted. Something there stolen and... very soon, captain killed. Nice. Alright, let's go and speak to our so-called friend. At least that's what it says, a friend in need, so I assume he's my friend. Check out the market board. One bounty and one contract. Fear of arrows, probably to kill archers. Did I not highlight him? No, I didn't. Alright. So, bud, lie down. When I finish, I'll take you up, alright? What's that? Alright, go and grab some.
Alexios, by the gods, is that you?
Oh, hello, my friend. I guess
By
we were
the
friends.
gods, Itor, is that you? You look old, my friend.
When was the last time I saw you? Kefalonia. That job for Marcos. Remember? We ended up back to back, surrounded by angry pirates.
That was your fault. Those were the days.
Though as I recall, I had your back.
Polish your memories like you would your armor, and they'll make much better tales.
I'd heard rumors you'd settle down in Attica. Always thought you'd die with a blade in your hand, not open up a shop.
The blade I always thought I'd take with me is missing. I could use your help, if you're willing to assist an old friend.
You mean Arpi? You love that blade.
Some Malakas commander came in here demanding I fix his fucking twig. When I couldn't, he said I was obligated to provide a new one. And the one he wanted was hanging on my wall.
Didn't I already get it?
I'll get Arpi back for you.
Don't do anything stupid. I just want her back.
Hey, you know me.
That's why I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Tell me where to find the commander.
He's here in Attica, at Fort Philly.
Why go to so much trouble for an old sword?
She's the only thing I loved that never left.
But how will I know her when I see her?
How could you forget a hilt of gold with a curling serpent moving up the blade? Always sharp, no matter what. And when you swung her, well, she'd sing a siren song of death. Kept me alive through many a scrape.
That I do remember.
I swear I've already
I should
got
be
her.
going.
Remember, we don't want trouble. Just sneak in and take it. You're still good at that, right?
I won't lower myself to answer that. This is Arpi, all right? No mistaking this blade.
So I couldn't have just given it to him then.
Glad you're back safely. Did you get my Arpi?
Yes,
I got your
I found
sword.
Arpi.
Good, good. And what of that Malakas commander?
He didn't survive our encounter.
You are a true friend.
Alright.
I have a feeling there's more to the story of Arpi's disappearance than you're letting on.
What? Come now. You've always had such a suspicious mind. Still seeing conspiracies everywhere, are we? You've done me a great favor here. Let's not sour the celebration.
Don't worry about it. You still owe me drachmi. Don't worry about it.
You had my back and taught me so much on Kefalonia. Don't worry about the drachmi you promised. Consider the favor repaid.
You've grown into a fine man, Alexios. A better mercenary, with both a strong arm and a kind heart. Would be hard to find.
Sometimes too kind. Just don't tell anyone. Can't have people thinking I'm weak.
No, of course. A Misthios reputation is everything. Even if I don't swing her anymore, I'm glad to have Arpi back.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. And try not to lose anything else.
Okay, job done. Is it possible to tame pets? Yes. Although I think only one at a time. You can't tame loads. So in your abilities, I think maybe you don't... Do you have this ability? It's called Beastmaster. So once you use that, once you get it, you should be able... I'm not sure if it requires 3 levels for it though. But you should be able to go up to any animal once you've knocked them out. So it's similar to recruiting. If you're able to knock them out, you should be able to then recruit them as your pets, and they'll walk with you for some time. I think if you fast travel away, you lose them. But I'm not 100% sure. I never really used it that much in the past, so I'm not 100% sure how it works. But yeah, you can. Okay, one more ability point while we're here. We're gonna add that to crit chance while full health. 4.8%. I think, what does that go up to? I think that might go up to 20%. No, it can't go up to 20%. I'm not sure what it goes up to, but it might be 20%. We'll find out when we fill it up. Oh, haters gonna hate. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that for the moment. I might carry it on in the next episode. Depends on when I next play. It might be tomorrow. It might be the day after. But I'm gonna call it a night. it's been a really good episode for me. I've enjoyed the conversation. Ben, thank you very much for sticking around and conversing for so long. I hope you've enjoyed watching as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to remind everyone, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you on the next one. So until next time, please stay safe and happy gaming.